How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Master Beer Reviews. Back with another review. A little bit of pale ale-ness on today's Master Beer Review in the form of Trillium Brewing's launch beer. Yeah, I've never had this before. I know they released it before. I've never had it. So there you go. What a story. Let's jump into it. See what she's got. As far as what it says on the can, launch beer, pale ale. 5.7% alcohol by volume, brewed in Massachusetts. Done. Trillium doesn't really go all too crazy with descriptors on the label. They just kind of put a badass drawing, because I always love their labels, a little wood etching style drawing. Name of the beer, done and done. So yeah, let's not pussyfoot around, jump right into this. Got this gigantic drop of a Trillium glass, so we'll give you the old tilty pour, the proper pour that people always want me to do that I never do. So yeah, you know, whatever, guys. Just be happy I do this, or don't be happy, because whatever. Anyway, index finger, kind of like a weird kind of greeny kind of head to it. It looks like it has a subtle greeniness to it. I don't know if that's the color reflection off the glass and all that stuff. I shouldn't say green, like it's a muddled kind of head. It's not just white. Rockiness, pretty, you know, neurotic. I always call it neurotic. I never explain it. It's kind of like, just not uniform. There's uniform bubbles, but they have this kind of craziness to it. Anyway, and subtle haziness. Dark, rich, dark for a 5 and change percent ABV pale ale. Definitely darker than you'd expect. Let's put it that way. So, see if we get a nose on her. Holy shit, that smells fucking fantastic. Whew. Yeah, that has a super impactful, weedy, not smoking weed, pulling weeds from the ground, tomato stocky, green, vegetal, funky dankness to it, combined with, I want to go tropical fruits on this. I want to go kind of mango, papaya, because of the rindiness of, or the funkiness of the bitterness, or that stockiness that you typically get from, like, the actual skins of those plants. But, in all actuality, I think it's just straight stone fruit out the wazoo. I think it's just kind of fooling me with that epic greenness that's in there. So yeah, you're getting heaping helpings of that kind of green stockiness or that kind of mango skinniness combined with just like stone fruit and a little bit of tropical fruit going on. Absolutely super gigantic impactful nose. For how small this beer is, the nose on this is absolutely bonkers. So yeah, she looks good. She smells fucking impactful in a beautiful way. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, this beer is made for those dank melon heads. Let's go dank melons. Dank melon heads, man. It's all about that green. It's all about that weediness. It's all about that dank in here. A little bit of kind of reefer weediness in the mouth, along with that kind of tomato stocky green vegetal thing going on. And then there's just melons. There's a whole lot of melons going on just underneath that. And it's not that those melons are small, it's just that green is so big. There's a nice mouthfeel to it, nothing too crazy, nothing too thick, nothing too soupy. Yeah, that's tasty shit. 5 and change. You're not going to get that much more of an impactful beer than you would from this thing. I mean, this thing is absolutely lights out with flavor. It was canned the 29th of August. This is the 5th of September at the time of this filming. I don't know if it's a fresh thing. I don't know, whatever. All I know is it's classic Trillium Huju. This is probably one of the better, smaller beers. Sub 6% beers I've had from Trillium in quite a while. And you're talking about launch beer. I don't think this is like overtly dry hopped here or crazy this, that, there. Of course, it's dry hopped. Almost all beers are dry hopped, so it's not that it's not dry hopped, but it's not one of those double, triple monocured kind of beers. But it kind of comes off with that kind of flavoring. It's just not, the bite isn't as big. It's more of a robust round kind of hop flavor that is absolutely fucking fantastic. That's delicious. Yeah, wow. I fucking love this beer. I know all beers, you know, can skew from people to people, but this is my jam. Let's put it that way. Because I'm a sucker for that greeniness. I'm a sucker for that greeniness when it's backed up with that inherent kind of fruitiness, and it just works for me. Mouth feels absolutely I wouldn't say it's fantastic. It's just not as dense and as deep as a lot of people would covet. At the same time, I think it's spot on for what it should be. And just drinks. The sweetness is on. The balance between the sweetness and bitterness is spot on. Everything about it. Just absolutely tasty stuff. This beer doesn't suck. So yeah, let's talk about it. It's one of the better pale ales I've had as a lead. Yeah, might be number one. This is up there with low ABV crushers. What is it, 5.4 again, I think? But that's 5.7, so it's pushing 6. But these lower ABV pales, this is up there. I mean, there's some that I might like a little bit more only because I'm getting close to this impact. Not as big as impact as this, but close to this impact at 1% lower, maybe in the 4s range. But as far as straight sub 6, absolutely tasty stuff. Value and availability, I think it was like easy, cheesy, kind of $16 a buck or two either way for a 4-pack. Listen, 5.7%. You kind of want those beers to be right around 12, $13. But it's Trillium. Their price point is what it is, concerning where they are, how coveted their beers are, how people go after them. You can't fault them for pricing the beers they are, what they produce at the price they produce it at. But yeah, I don't have any problems buying this beer at that price point. It's because it's fucking tasty. And just say if you like what we like, yes. If you like good beer, if you like hops, if you like fruit, and you like, how about we end with good beer? Because that's what this is. If you like your beers to skew green, but also have enough of that kind of fruitiness kind of prop it up, then this is for you. Because that's what you're getting here. It's absolutely tasty beer with impact, but at the same time it's uber drinkable. So yeah, if you want the best parts of what Trillium does, I think this is a winner. At least I think it is, especially in the green end of things. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. They didn't, down there, words and stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and tap this guy. Mass Beers, all 4 of those places. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a beautiful launch beer right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.